Generalized Anxiety Disorder, shortly GAD, is characterized by persistent and excessive worry about a number of different things. People with GAD may anticipate disaster and may be overly concerned about money, health, family, work, or many other issues. Individuals with GAD find it difficult to control their worry. They may worry more than seems warranted about actual events or may expect the worst, even when there is no apparent reason for concern. Reasons why GAD is being developed are various. It could be a family history of anxiety, exposure to stressful situations, including personal or family illnesses, or childhood abuse. There are just some of the reasons why GAD might be developed, and that would be all about the technical stuff. Now about my own experience and what it actually looks like in a practical life. GAD means you're worried about everything all the time. You're scared of everything, of your school. Of course, to worry about such things is normal, but if you can't control the worry, if the worry continues for months and years, that is a sign that you need some help. People often don't know when they should get some help, when is it bad enough to get some help. I think that the best moment is as fast as the issue starts to mess with your life to the point where you see changes in your behavior and when certain things become harder than usually. How the therapy for GAD looks like. You for sure will need to regularly go and see your therapist, where you will be going through behavioral therapy, which is the best for both depression and anxiety, together with medication. And the meds which are used for anxiety are often the same that are being used for depression, but they often can't be used for a longer period of time because they can be addictive. The meds which I used for my anxiety, I'm not quite sure which ones are available in the other countries or just in the country where I live in, or if the names are maybe different, of course. So the first med that I was using for anxiety was this thing. It's called Neural, at least where I live in. But I wouldn't recommend it because those are highly addictive. And you may find it really hard to stop using them. Although they are the best when you have an anxiety attack or when you really need to calm down really quickly. Other ones are those Lyrica, and those are like really weak. Nowadays I'm using those meds, Ketilept. They are both for sleeping issues, anxiety and depression, and I would actually recommend them. I find them really helpful. I also was using Zoloft for a really long time, which wasn't really helpful. My story with GAD started back in the 8th grade of primary school when I was around 14 years old, maybe. I was so scared of going to school to the point where I was considering giving up on the school at all. And that's when I told my mom about it, and we decided that I need to go on my therapy. GAD was actually what started my whole story with mental illnesses, my whole story of my therapies and medications. Things like buying groceries or attending PE lessons at school were unbearable. I just couldn't do that. Eating in front of the people, that was something. And it got worse throughout the years, developing into social anxiety, back into GAD. Currently, I'm not really sure which one I do have. I just call it anxiety issues. My anxiety is being activated in many different situations. Mostly they are the ones where I need to do something in front of other people, or when I know that someone is watching me. It could be really basic stuff such as getting up from one place, walking to the other one, and sitting down. It could be really stressful for me. Or when someone asks me, hey, could you please give me that book lying there? I can freak out really badly. It also affected my relationships with people, and it started my sleeping problems. I sometimes have a really hard time falling asleep because I just worry so much about everything. I worry what the next day will bring me. What if I won't be able to manage to survive the other day? What I would like people to know about GAD is that if I say I can't do something, it really means I can't. When you ask me, for example, could you please give me some water, and I won't do it, it doesn't mean I am too lazy to do it or I just don't want to. It's my anxiety stopping me. And sometimes I just need some more time to prepare mentally for a task. For example, when I have to go and pay for something, it usually takes me a few minutes to calm down and prepare myself to practice the dialogue in my head, just to get ready. So I would be really grateful if people understood it and accepted. Right now I'm sitting in the canal by the river. I hope the sound is not as bad as I hear it right now. As you can see, it is indeed a canal. Canal, sorry. And here is my favorite river. I moved to this place to end my today's video and explain one more thing, which are panic attacks. This video wouldn't be complete without mentioning them. Panic attacks are not only a part of generalized anxiety disorder, it can be a part of any mental illness. How do you recognize a panic attack? It may look different with different people, but from my experience it mostly is that the person starts hyperventilating, they can't breathe, they try to get more oxygen into their lungs, but it doesn't work. Your brain is telling you that you're suffocating, so you breathe more and more, which causes shaking of your hands, shaking of your legs. You stop feeling those parts of your body. You feel anxiety. You feel anxiety that you will die or something really bad will happen to you. It's the worst feeling in this world, I gotta say. At least for me personally, it's the worst experience. How to stop a panic attack? If you don't have medications, of course, you just have to concentrate on your breathing. You just have to sit somewhere where you're all alone, no one is interrupting you, and just concentrate on your breathing. You start counting on your fingers how many seconds you can hold the breath in. When you hit 7, it means your panic attack is going away. With that being said, I would like to thank you for watching this video, and I will go on a walk right now since I can't sit in the canal for too long. It's really cold in here. And thank you for everything, and stay strong, and don't forget to breathe.